So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, since it first opened its doors back in the mid-1990s, this most splendid of venues in European football has delivered so many memorable games, and it is time once more to lose ourselves in these superb scenes. Just feel it. And already we're underway here. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him.
Oh no, what has happened here? He's found a big chance! And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Number 9, Pushkash.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He's picked his way through. Can he get it through? Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Stefan de Vrij. Timber. Well, that looks a decent ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Decent chance!
Xerxes really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's had it taken off him. Botafogo leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Gakpo. Looking for the run. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He might be in here! Gravenberg. And it's Timber. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Gravenberg. De Jong. And it's Memphis Depay. And he's intervened well there. Roberto Carlos. Produces a cross. Could be danger here. Looking for options for movement. Shapes to shoot! Oh, taken with style! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him...
Takes a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. He's having a go! Just off target.
Bellingham just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Timber. And it's De Jong. And Gravenberg. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Pele gets flagged offside. Now he's got space here. That looks a good ball through. And Puskás! Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Bellingham. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get...
Tries a shot! Cleared without complication. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Strokes it back. Aimed beyond the defence. De Jong showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Kluivert. Koeman gets over and intercepts. Oh, that's fabulous. Takes aim and crosses. He's going for goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Timber. And the first half is done. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
So
there was the first half.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So once again, we're underway. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And it's De Jong. He is starved of space and time. Memphis Depay was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Kluivert. That's good play. Kluivert. That is a little undercooked. And here's Gakpo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, nicely intercepted. Puskás. And the through ball. He has found the way through. Real chance here. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Kluivert. Frimpong. And it's Stefan de Vrij. Timber. And De Ligt. More and more pressure on the ball here. Memphis Depay is onto it in a flash. Bellingham, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Kluivert. Frimpong. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Pele. He's found a way through. Just the goalkeeper to beat. And the shot! Goal! Botafogo! Into the lead once more. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Botafogo get themselves into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pirlo. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Bellingham. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Puskas. He's a sharp little ball here. De Ligt. Gakpo. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, what has happened here? And he welcomes it in. Chance! It's a goal! What remarkable powers of recovery!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Substitution for Netherlands, number 13, Matthijs de Ligt, number 8, Frenkie de Jong.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. So all square and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he's worked it through. Now it's Circe. Oh, it's fallen loose again! Now that's a real chance missed.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Climax! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Timber gets it clear. Now it's Puskas. Foot in. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. No way through. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he's had it nicked away. And that's put paid to a promising move. Frimpong promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Carvajal. Looking tidy in possession here. Pelé. It's a mighty effort! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substitution for Netherlands.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Coming on the field, number 15, number 20.
Pirlo plays it short.
This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. A
think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Botafogo needed that, they really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Kluivert, that is good pressure, just hounded him off it. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Botafogo.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. And from the team sheet, we derive that they are going with a 3-4-3 formation, Jim.
Yeah, it's one of these systems, Peter, where the front three are obviously the headline makers, but the back three have considerable responsibility and pressure on them. So a strong voice is needed to keep everyone switched on to their defensive duties. Everybody has to kind of play their part in getting behind the ball at times, and it's not always done because the focus is very offensive.
And claimed it back swiftly. Tries to play it through. Distributed tidily. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. There could be trouble here. Engages and forces him off the ball. It's Rooney! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now it's Villa. Thuram simply refused to be outdone there. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Villa. Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And back to the keeper. Botafogo, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And it's Rashford. O'Shea is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than... He's going for goal! And the ball's come loose here. David Villa proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Rooney. Shifted it to the flank. Fired deep towards the back post. And he's had it nicked away. Manchester United are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, what? In he goes again! Goal! Manchester United! First blood drawn. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Manchester United have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And he's been shifted off it. David Villa, looking for options for movement. Beckham is one whose deliveries we all know about. Great vision. Bale providing an outlet on that flank. He's shifting through the... He's got tall. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards. Botafogo truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Can he get it through? Ferdinand gets over and intercepts. O'Shea goes looking wide. Carvajal promptly onto that, and that is that. Conte. And that has put paid to that, and he's got the beating of his man. Can he get on the end of this? That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Pele really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it.
Goes for a shot! Conte. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Manchester United are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Chance, surely! No mistake! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And the first 45 minutes are up. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Rooney! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Rooney actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Played back in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Rijkaard gets it away. David Villa. Now it's Pelé. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Out to the right. Threads one in. Rashford. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Carvajal. Searching pass he's played there. Ferdinand makes the interception.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate. Manchester United couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Certainly not the easiest of chances, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's visibly not happy with that. That says a lot about his professionalism.
Beckham to take it as usual. Climbs up big! Now, who's going to be first to this? "60 minutes played. Rashford unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And here's Rashford. Beckham. Cross goes in there. And that is expertly dealt with. Now it's Pelé. Tries to pass it through. David Villa. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
He's given it away. He's through and all alone. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Goes for the shot. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, what a mistake! Serginho, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Thuram. Maldini, the man synonymous with solidity. It's not an especially good pass, that. Davids, nice looking ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Pirlo. Conte. Rijkaard. Conte. And it's Pirlo. And it's Ibrahimovic. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Pirlo. Conte. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Now it's Villa.
Botafogo really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking fit.
And a chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
No, again there's no way through. Beckham could try cutting inside here. And that has been cleared. Pirlo. Looking for a runner. It's a pretty loose pass. Thuram. Beckham. Swung over. Carvajal gets across to intercept that. That's a lovely, neat pass.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
1 minute added time.
Now it's Villa. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that pass isn't the best. That's that, the end. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. There's the whistle. Luis Suarez, the man who spearheaded that famous front three, a striker whose achievements were simply glorious.
Just a machine, Peter. Energetic, tireless, constantly pinning defenders. Those qualities pushed the Catalan dominance to another level entirely. I remember one game in the January of the season when he joined, he was unplayable, and the other two up front acted similarly.
Yeah, and all of that, of course, against the team they hadn't beaten in the previous 6. So, I guess 7th time lucky that night.
And the one
big chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And this is Schneider. Davids. Schneider. It's Schneider! And again the keeper stands strong.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
Decent progress down the left. He's picked his way through. Oh, easy pickings there. Now he's got space here. More and more pressure on the ball here.
Might want to be careful there.
That's a throw. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Puskas. And this is Luis Suarez. And it's Zanetti. Looking for the run. And this is Puskas. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Botafogo still without a single shot on target. Can he get it through? It's come to nothing.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Neymar. Pirlo.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's shifting through the gears here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Neymar.
Oh, really well played.
And he's managed to get free. Bellingham, distributed tidily. Now it's Pelé. Puskas gets flagged offside. Not the most... Oh, what a mistake! Oh, that's fabulous. Great chance! Barcelona applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Roberto Carlos aims beyond the defence. And they've got a throw. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And this is Pelé! Oh, that's well spotted. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Looking for options for movement. Suarez is herring after that one. Roberto Carlos.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Pirlo. Schneider conjures time and space where few can. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he shoots! He scored!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh, played through for the wide man.
Un minuto de descuento.
Koeman knocks it into space. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Pelé. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And the game has already resumed here.
Botafogo really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And this is Pelé! And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's the throw. Puskas tries from a long way out. Neymar. It's Schneider. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. And he plays one through. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Not the most accurate pass. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. And the pass is intercepted. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Ah, he's given it away. He is through here.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again. That could spell trouble. It's run loose here. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising. Luis Suarez! There is the genius of Luis Suarez! A finish of true class! And this is getting better and better.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Davids. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Tries to play it through. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Turan has a look and plays it forward. And it's Eto'o. Pirlo. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Schneider. Keeper has taken decisive action.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
He's a sharp little ball here. Cruyff. Well, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. Now it's Puskas. He's got away. Now that looks a decent ball. He has found the way through. He's free, he has got space. That has not gone well. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Tries to pass it through. Real chance! It's hit the crossbar. Hit into the middle. And he's cut it out.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
The ball is loose and the... Can he finish? He has done it! Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
And look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Botafogo give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And it's Beckenbauer.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And that pass just didn't quite work. And that will be the final act. Botafogo were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just...